Welcome to the Wendy Palmer Show, presented by the UNCG Alumni Association. We are rolling through the basketball season with just over a month left of regular season play. A couple weeks ago, we went over non-conference games, and it's clear that the women's basketball team is doing significantly better than they did last year with non-conference games. Competition in the SoCon, though, is a whole different story, and we have started off with a few conference woes. The women lost 4 additional conference games. 2 of those were at home and 2 on the road, now putting their conference record at 0-6. They leave for a 3-game road trip tomorrow where they face Western Carolina, Samford, and Mercer. The Spartans come back home on February 11th, where they begin a 2-game homestint against Chat and ETSU. On the last show, you saw Lucy Mason break the all-time scoring record. She was honored by Angie Polk-Jones, Kim Record, and Wendy right before the team tipped off against Wofford. We hear about Lucy and her accomplishments pretty frequently, but she isn't the only one who had a good week. Shanice Harris has had 3 consecutive games where she scored over 10, and both Kaylin Callahan and Keely Foster have been added to the starting lineup. Competition in the SoCon has been steep. The losses, though, don't tell the entire story. 3 of the 6 losses were lost by 8 or less, and 2 of those games went into overtime that didn't go in favor of the Spartans. Overall, they are losing by an average of 9.6. So although they aren't taking away the wins, they are still staying competitive in those games. With just under half of the conference season done, they have plenty of time to get some wins under their belt. Wendy will join us to preview the upcoming road matches when we get back.
Add big flavor to your next get-together with Subway Catering, featuring good-to-go boxed meals with a side and freshly baked cookie, crowd-pleasing giant subs, and piled-high sandwich platters overflowing with flavorific choices. All made the way you say with everything you love, like jalapenos and chipotle Southwest sauce. Subway Catering is simple and satisfying, a great value for any budget. Just call 877-360-CATER or visit subway.com and let us take care of any occasion. Subway. Cater fresh.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Greensboro and Winston-Salem, it would be Jason Bramblett. He attracts hundreds of buyers and creates so much demand that Jason can guarantee if your home doesn't sell at a price and deadline you agree to, he will buy it. Partner with the agent I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
Joining me is Wendy Palmer. And Wendy, you are about to go on another road trip starting at Western Carolina. It's been a little bit of a tough week at home. Are you almost looking forward to going on a road trip and kind of having a change of scene, a change of mentality?
I am ready to get on the road and head up to Western. And, we are in a unique situation. We haven't won a conference game, but I feel confident that we're going to pull it together and we're going to go up and play extremely hard. And that's all I'm asking of my team right now, is to play extremely hard, because I am teaching young ladies how to win.
And going up to Western Carolina, they are now 1-5 in conference. How are you feeling about this matchup?
I think it's a good matchup. We are a very similar team. We're at the bottom of the conference and we're fighting to get wins, and I think it's going to be good. We've never won at Western Carolina, and I feel good going into battle with this team that I have this year up there.
You've been changing the lineup around a little bit. We've seen a lot of playing time from Keely Foster and Caitlin Callahan. What are the strengths that these 2 girls are bringing to your team?
Right now, the message that I'm trying to get across to my team is to come out and play with intensity and to have grit, to have that undying energy every possession, never taking a possession off. And Keely and Kate really exemplify that. They work extremely hard all the time, and I think adding them into the lineup gives us a punch right away. Now, Keely is really young, but she's learning. She's learning a lot faster than she has been in the past, and she's playing with some confidence. And Kate, she's a fireball. I wish we can get her healthy. She is a walk-on with a lot of energy. When you come on a team as a walk-on, your why is so much different from a scholarship athlete. And she just works extremely hard. And it's unfortunate that, her body is kind of in shock mode. Oh, my goodness, what are you doing? But even with her injury, she plays through it. She plays hard. She gives me everything she has.
You mentioned her why being so different. What do you think her why is?
When you do not get a scholarship to play this game that you love, you would do anything just to get the opportunity to get on the court. Kate's story is a story of a journey that people wouldn't even imagine. People would give up if they had to follow in her footsteps, because it is a hard road to come to a Division I and try to walk onto a team. This is actually her second year trying to get on the team. And this year, I mean, she had done her work, and I was happy to welcome on the team. And I think she definitely gives my team a different perspective, because there's not been a day that she hasn't worked hard.
Watching her in the starting lineup when they announced her name and she got to throw the ball into the stands, I don't think I've ever seen a player smile that genuinely.
Yeah, her passion is contagious. Sometimes I can look at her, and we were much alike. I mean, I was a scholarship athlete, but I did have injuries when I was in college. So sometimes I can look at her face and I know exactly what she's going through.
She's certainly showing that passion as a senior, but Keely as a sophomore now, she's kind of leading the pack on her own in that genre, and she has shown a ton of energy, starting to really emerge as a leader. Every game they go in a circle and they do a chant, and she's always in the center. How did she get that position?
You know, Keely is a leader. She's a leader in her own right, but sometimes it's hard when you first come on a team as a freshman to try to figure out what moment you should lead, because you don't know if the seniors, the upperclassmen, are going to take you seriously. And I have put her in a position where I want her to use her voice. I bring her into the captain meetings and, listen, Keely, we're preparing you for the next step in leadership next year. So make your mistakes, but don't feel like, well, if I make a mistake, coach is going to take me out. That's not the case. Make your mistakes. Everybody has made their mistakes, and she's just blossoming. And I'm really excited if I can just ever get her to keep playing without looking over her shoulder whether I'm going to take her out. And I tell them all the time, if you go hard and you make a mistake, I'm never going to say anything, because there's no such thing as a perfect game. And I think she's coming to an understanding of that. She's coming into her own, and I'm really proud of her.
Both Keely and Kate coming into their own. And as you prepare for Western Carolina, you're looking to get your first win. What is the message on the bus ride?
Play hard for 40 minutes, because that is something that we have been struggling with. We don't play the first half, or we played it hard the second half, or we don't play for 3 quarters and then play hard the fourth quarter. Just to come out with grit and intensity from the beginning. Come out on fire and just play hard. That's all I want them to do, is play extremely hard. Don't worry about mistakes. And more importantly, have fun. This is a fun game.
Well, Wendy, we definitely have fun watching you, and you can see those games that are away on the SoCon Digital Network. This is the Wendy Palmer Show, presented by the UNCG Alumni Association.